Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, of course, guys, we got to talk about this craziness, the foolishness, and the foolery that is Love at the Lockup, okay? This is Love at the Lockup, Life at the Lockup, Blindsided, Season 4, Episode 45. Let me go ahead and bring my co-host in so we could get down and break it down for y'all
There was a
tonight.
lot of screaming and hollering and screaming, and you did this and you did that.
Yes. Oh goodness. A hot daggone mess. One thing we gonna get with Love at the Lockup is a hot mess. All right, Shannon. Hey
All right,
sis.
Shannon. Got your shoes kicked off in
Thanks for
Tamika's
joining
den.
us.
You got your shoes kicked off in Tamika's den. You got your shoes kicked off in Tamika's den. Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, so of course we here to talk about these daggone crazy people. Now I ain't gonna lie, this episode wasn't too much really for me anyway because we didn't have Derek and Michael. We didn't have Derek and Derek and Michael. We didn't have Derek and what the heck is her name? Why am I forgetting people names now? Monique. I knew it was something with an M. And we didn't have Michael and Justine. Okay. But what they did was throw Marcelino and freaking Brittany back in here. And I'm like, why am I seeing Marcelino and Brittany on my screen? Like, child.
I don't even see Marcelino in these. What was he talking about?
Oh my goodness. A hot freaking mess, yo. I'm just like, why are they back again? I mean, I know why. They want the money, right? They're going to get the money regardless. But we have basically them added in, and then we didn't see the other couples, but everybody else was pretty much still there. So of course we started out with Taylor and Chance. She is about to go to have this baby. She about to have her the labor induced or whatever, because she has a history where she had miscarriages before she actually have a baby that she lost. She's very high risk. She have high blood pressure and other issues. So this was always a scary thing for her as far as getting pregnant again. And they was just kind of telling the girls like, oh, how are you going to feel going from having, 5 kids to 6 kids? And of course they were still having the argument because remember last week she had to burn up his clothes when she saw the messages. So he over here talking about some, are you still mad? Are you over the argument yet? And trying to act like, he ain't do nothing wrong or it's no big deal. He's like, oh, he wasn't deleting messages before. He had just recently started deleting them. Of course, basically just bull crapping. You know how they gotta give you the game.
Dude is a liar.
She was saying she still didn't trust him, which girl, you should have never been trusting him to begin with. We already know that. So, what do you think about these two?
He's a liar.
A liar, cheater, dirty dog.
He's a liar. He done created all these bills. And I hope she didn't get anything joint with him, like a bank account, credit card. Well, I hope she doing her finances with Dolo because he seemed like he's not good with money. And then he try to act like he is. And she's the one that been out here on her own all this time, raising a family. He's just the average con. That's what he is. He just conning her.
Absolutely. So, of course, he just, like I said, he tried to brush it off and act like her being mad wasn't no big deal. Hey, LSW, thanks for joining us. It's no big deal. And he was kind of like, I mean, not even what we eating tonight. He hit her with the, what am I going to wear to work tomorrow? As if she was supposed to go and start finding his damn clothes. I said, excuse me. She said, well, why don't you ask that girl you was texting? I said, all right, Taylor, now. Come on. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep, she burnt the clothes up. You could wear them burnt up clothes. She probably bought his couple of outfits when he first got out.
Exactly. So he was trying to come and give the girls gifts, because they basically, I believe, was going to go and stay the night with her mother, being as though they're going to be in the hospital. But of course, he had to irritate me again. This man, it always irritates me. Just the damn sight of him be irritating me. Yeah. He begins to say, like, why does he have to be there for the whole time? Like, in other words, he would rather take her to the hospital and be able to drop her off and come back home if he wants to or whatever. And she's like, because I got to be in damn labor the whole time. So, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you be there with me? And in the midst of them talking or whatever, because he even tells her that he had a cousin that worked literally to the due date. She was pregnant, working the whole time, I should say, and then gonna say she gave birth at work. I said, boy, if you don't get out my damn face.
Like I said, he's a liar. Like I said,
he's a damn liar.
You looking at him like he got 3 heads. Now you know darn well he ain't telling the truth.
Right. Oh, you so stupid. She said they all look like prisoners. Well, at that time they was. And then she said,
but we got some
pictures. Over here deleting messages. That sound like my cousin and her. You so stupid.
You doing all
that sound like a lot of these men out here. Okay. So basically he was saying that, and in the process of that, they get a knock at the door, and surprise, 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 her sister Bobby popped up and actually says that she's going to be back there to stay for a while, and she's staying down the street from them with a friend. And he was like, oh, how come I didn't know about this and all of that? But I was very happy to see Bobby back, because I never liked the way that she had left from the get-go, and I feel like Taylor needs somebody else there to be her support system. Bobby looks good, but I was a little concerned. Is she clean? Did she stay clean all the time? She says something about the relationship she was in not working, but he was saying that he was concerned about whether she was clean or not, but I kind of felt like he was more so like, damn, now she's back, now she gonna be in it type of thing too, because remember, he never wanted her there to begin with. LSW says, I am worried about Taylor's sister coming back. Oh, well, no, I wondered about Taylor's sister. But yeah, I'm wondering too. As long as she's clean, I actually think that's a positive. I think Taylor needs that support system and needs to know she has somebody close by. I like the fact that she says she's staying down the road from them. So she's still close, but she's not staying like, up in the house up underneath them. But she did originally promise her from before when she left, if you remember, she did make a promise to come back by the time the baby was going to be born, because she had missed being around her when the other kids was babies. So I appreciate the fact that she did keep her word, and that she surprised her, whatever the case may be, and she was really happy. But at the same time, we worried about Taylor, because once they got her to the hospital, she started having different complications, and she started crying and stuff and saying that she was scared, and I know that that's very scary. I had to get in Zeus' child, and I was in there like 3 days. That's probably why I only got one child. And they was over here talking about we losing his heart rate and we got to do C-section and all that stuff. That's a scary process.
They said that to me too, and I had a C-section.
That is a very scary process. So and he even got emotional at one point, saying he was excited and looking forward to the baby and stuff. But at the same time, it's like, well, why I gotta stay there? And if you notice, he was sitting here sleeping while the sister was busy, the one really comforting her and talking with her. I mean, he did get up at one point and was holding her stomach and rubbing her head and stuff. And that's like, the picture that is there, but I guess they're gonna work it out. But I still don't trust Chance, so we gonna see what happened with that. Oh, you meant worried? Okay, yeah, I'm just hoping that she is doing good. As long as she's doing good still, then he's stressing her out, and then knowing that she died on high risk, so
that's what he did, doing the texts and stuff. I hope going into labor early because he acting like a dumb bomb.
Exactly.
I didn't want to say AF.
Exactly. So I think the next ones we got was, if I'm not mistaken, child, I don't know. I tried to have it in some type of order, but these things look like they all mixed up. But if I'm not mistaken, the next ones I think we saw was Marcelino and Brittany. And like I said, I don't know why they back. I'm tired of them. I don't think they should have been back anymore. Dad, Brittany looks so much better. They need to update her picture. She looked horrible there. And it's actually been 5 years since she's been out of prison. And she said this is the longest she ever been out. She's actually doing really good. To me, them staying on this show for as long as they did, them coming back for 1,000 damn seasons is part of the reason to me why their relationship fell apart. So I don't know why you want to keep coming back to something that keeps, kind of breaking
out. Together? They not together?
They still together, but it's like hanging on by a thread, or at least that's what they say for the cameras, child. Because I'm starting to believe they just make up a bunch of stuff. I think they just doing this
for a check. Because he a writer. He
a gambler.
Look, that's what I said, but he a writer.
Yeah,
I'm like, look, I'm putting stuff together.
Now, mind you, she said they got a new house. The kids is doing great. They moved to Florida, but the relationship aspect of it is still confusing and difficult. She's saying that even though she decided to forgive him and still be with him and try to make the relationship work, they haven't been having sex. So that's been like the biggest issue.
Didn't they go through this thing with the whole
exactly?
This is not good. This is why you don't bring people into your bedroom. Exactly. That's what I think that's like a big mistake when you do stuff like that.
Exactly.
Okay, LSW says she think it's fake too. Yeah,
I do. It's giving very fake.
Once I see the writer thing, I'm putting 2 and 2 together, y'all.
Yeah, it's giving very, very fake, and I ain't never see him write nothing before. Okay, all the years they've been up here back and forth.
I know. I thought
all I ever see him doing is drinking and gambling. So, of course, she's saying that they still struggling to find common ground, and when we see him, he out having a drink, and there's this older lady that, having a drink for her birthday. She got her little crown on. She was cute. And she was actually turning 80, but he was like, oh, are you turning 18? And, basically making small talk with her or whatever. And then he talking about him and Brittany got intense love. But I'm like, I'm confused. If it's so intense, then why the heck you ain't trying to have sex with your wife? Like, what is the problem? Yeah, she looks like a crackhead there, but she actually looks really way better now.
She looks better now.
See her in the current picture. This is actually how she looks now. You really can't see that.
Oh wow, she don't even look. She looks
nothing
like
that. That's why I said they need to update her picture. I don't know why they still got that crazy looking picture up. I would have been told them like, take that shit down. Okay. She's actually doing way better. So, his mom is in town and she comes to babysit so they can have a date night out because, y'all haven't been out in a while. Get out on the town, party a little bit, play pool or whatever. And of course, we can't go to date night without it turning into her saying, you got to talk to me and I need more from you. You can't just think that it's just about the kids. And I mean, she wasn't saying something that was a lie, but to me, it seems like she's kind of making an argument out of everything when he's saying he don't know what to say. And, oh, well, he's still trying to get used to there and learn there. He felt kind of more comfortable and more settled where they was at before. She over here causing a big argument in the parking lot and throwing the keys at him and saying, well, if you feel so comfortable there, drive your behind back there and leave me the hell alone. And I'm like, wow, I'm just tired of seeing them. I don't even care about this fake argument they was having, if I'm being real honest, but you got anything you want to say about them?
I'm not feeling it. I feel like it's like a bogus storyline. So it's like, why even like,
it's like rinse, repeat.
No, don't
either y'all gonna be together or y'all not.
Don't blow smoke up my skirt, and I know y'all a happy couple. Why would y'all want to put that energy out there?
They trying to get that check. I'm not mad at them. We all got to get our money one way or another.
Lose all the money away.
Yeah. They trying to keep it better. Yeah, oh my gosh, you so stupid, crack is whack. Yeah, they have her up there looking rough, but she actually looks way better. She's been doing good, since she came out. She haven't been in any trouble. I think she's working like in real estate. She making good money with that. So I don't know. Something in the story is definitely not real, because if you are able to go and, have this house and this better life for your kids and all of this different stuff, then why are you back up here on this daggone show, Brittany girl? Please make it make sense, girl. Because they wouldn't see me no more. They would just be able to give an update on me that me and my family is chilling somewhere, and that would be that.
Maybe they don't want. They got a new house, so maybe that's why.
And I think sometimes this becomes addictive for some people too. Like once they start doing these reality shows.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. I really do.
So
another couple I don't really care that much about, y'all. I don't know. It was like y'all didn't have the good people up here tonight to me, even though everybody was fighting, because we know the episode was something divided, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Lindsay and Blaine, child, just what we said was gonna happen, because Lindsay over here trying to get some, and he didn't want to give her none. He talking about he need to go to therapy. And she was like, why are you fighting with me? Why you don't want to give me none? And as soon as she pulled her pants off, she saw the ankle monitor and all hell broke loose, because we know that he didn't tell her about the deal that he made. So, of course, she got
his pants into his ankle and gave her some. Come on.
Right.
Come on now. How many dudes you don't see? Look, we're going to do it real quick right here. And they just
she's like, give it to me. Like, what is going on? Right, LSW. She's supposed to be a realtor, but I don't know. I ain't never see her sell no houses. I seen her about to sell one time, and he came and interrupted her. So I don't think she ever closed the daggone deal.
What?
But I think that story is fake anyway. But so now they, of course, get to this big blowout because, what are you doing with an ankle monitor? When did you
tell her everything? He was supposed to tell her everything last week. The said something to him.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
They just a hot mess too.
You so stupid. She said she wouldn't have noticed the ankle monitor. Girl, that thing was kind of big. I don't think you were missing. Well, maybe you wouldn't have noticed it before, but you would have noticed it after.
Yeah, when he was pulling his pants up. What's that on your ankle?
Right. So
what you mean to tell me you got an ankle monitor?
She done ruined the whole move so that she could curse him out. Because how dare he keep secrets from her? He supposed to tell her the truth. He supposed to be honest with her.
No,
and of course he's talking about something. I am being honest. I'm telling you now. Typical. So he was like, I don't understand why you getting so mad. Would you rather I be locked up? But you know what? She had a good point. Because one part I didn't think about is, remember, she's out on parole.
She's not supposed to be around him.
Approved to stay at his house, but she didn't know that he had these charges and that he was going to be accepting this deal. So that could possibly change the terms of her being able to still stay there with him. And he didn't take that part into consideration. So when she started breaking about that part, I was like, oh, shoot, she got a point. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
And he still wasn't seeing what her argument was.
Yeah, because he don't care. Look, she could go back in for violating her probation.
Exactly.
So you messing with her freedom now with these, because you not telling everything. You telling half truths. You telling her need to know stuff. No.
Mm-hmm.
I think she should leave.
Yeah. I wouldn't jeopardize myself like that. He's sitting there saying, oh, but I've got approval to be around you. She said, yeah, but your approval don't have nothing to do with my approval. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. She got to go.
She also was basically asking him, like, well, who else did you tell? Am I the first to know? Well, no, Jacob and my dad know. So that really made her mad when she was like, so a list of people don't know. I mean, a list of people know. I don't know, but I'm the one that is going to affect that's staying here with you. Mm-hmm. And then you talking to me about us getting married, but you don't even know how to communicate with me. So as much as Lindsay irks my nerves too, she actually did make some valid points when it came to that argument. I can't even, you know what I'm saying, for her for that. Because before I just was like, oh boy, this chick is annoying. She's still annoying, but she did have points.
Now, to this time, she got a valid point of being upset. Same thing when she found out that he had to pay back all that money.
Exactly. It's like he keep wanting to tell her stuff after the fact.
Yeah,
like he's forcing her to be in it. He's throwing her in it, and I don't like when people do that.
Yeah,
so I could definitely understand her frustration. Mm-hmm. Girl, they just was talking about Trump saying he got some charges or he pled guilty to some charges.
He pled guilty. Fake news is getting ready to. He pled guilty. He pled guilty to 3 felonies.
Yeah, buddy.
The question is, will we send him to a passport? Anywho, well, let's. Speaking of Love After Lockup.
Yes, y'all. So I don't know if they gonna make it, child. Shoot, we had a lot of these on our
Yeah, we had figured out. We had picked who we think gonna make it and who not last
right. Week. Who was gonna make it and who not, and it's looking a little shaky there. It is definitely looking shaky there.
So Marcelino and they need to start doing a press tour and going and interviewing people like Monique and Derek is.
Yeah, some of these other people are not using their exposure in the right way at all. Because for the amount of time that they've been around, they definitely could have been going on interviews and, you know, going different places and having little press, whatever. But, child, they probably don't even want to be bothered with them because they probably say, yeah, y'all story fake.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
They was a couple that everybody liked at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why they still keep going, because everybody really liked them in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning, a lot of people liked them, but now y'all just beyond.
Because he was all for her. He wanted to keep her out of trouble. He wanted to keep her out of trouble. He wanted to make sure she wasn't hanging with that other chick that ended up getting 10 years. So
yeah. And I really felt like they could have made it. I think it's sad that it seemed like the longer they keep coming back and dealing with the reality TV, that's really what seems to be causing them the most problems. So that's why I said I would think that they would just stay away from it and not even be bothered with it anymore. But I guess not. So of course we got Sean and Sarah, child, and of course Sean finds out about the daggone baby daddy. This chick was here putting water balloons in her damn bra, playing around with the water balloons in her titties, because you know she was trying to get the boob job. So I guess she was putting the balloons in to see how it's gonna look. Hey, thanks for joining us, Big Tony.
Hey, what's up, Big Tony? Ew.
So he's like, what the heck are you doing? You know, then at the same time, he getting turned on trying to see if he could, you know, play around a little bit. And she over here like, no. So now the roles is reversed. And whereas he was the one complaining and being like, no, rather she was the one complaining saying, you with somebody else and you don't want me no more. It's like he's saying everything that she was saying to him. To be honest, I don't feel sorry for Sean. I know I say this every single time I come up here because I feel like he getting back his karma, to be honest. But he is trying. Everything she was saying she wanted him to do, he been doing. And now you sitting here basically lying to him and sneaking around with the daughter. At this point, she's been going regularly, taking the daughter to see him at her mother house. And Sean didn't know about it.
I don't see them making it either.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them.
You stupid. She said I used to put water balloons in my swimsuit. I can't with you.
Wait, what happened?
She said she missed the part with the water balloons. Yeah.
Yo, but did they pop?
Oh God, thank you. Appreciate you. That is hilarious. Now I heard of putting tissue in there. I ain't never heard of putting the water balloons.
I never heard of that.
I would have probably put the water balloons on my daggone backside because I ain't never had a problem with the front. Oh God, but then if I sit down, pop. But I wouldn't have even thought of that. Okay. So of course he's in here like, is there someone else? You don't love me no more. Boo hoo 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 hoo. You're not paying me no attention. You're not giving me no loving. He like the kids are sleeping. This would have been a perfect time for us to get it on, okay? In his Marvin Gaye voice.
I hope she not doing nothing with the baby daddy.
That's what I'm saying. Because remember, she was saying how he was a good lover. Okay, they used to have a good relationship.
Yeah,
He
she
was one
trying
of
to
the
get her
best.
itch scratched.
Now
She
she
gotta.
claiming she not, but I don't know if I believe that.
I don't believe it. I think she's entertaining it. If
Mm-hmm.
she not giving unto him, she entertaining it.
Right.
You want to go reminisce and get banged out by him. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Because it all kind of coincides. And, with the
Mm-hmm.
time that she's stopping sleeping with him and starting to see him, child. So,
Yeah,
but
but he tried to redeem himself.
mm-hmm.
He tried to redeem himself. He did the whole thing with the hot tub last week in the living
Exactly.
room. Come on now, you still gonna go see? Come on now. You
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to give you what you want, and now it seems like you're saying, well, it's too late. I done
Exactly.
moved
And if you
on.
saying that, just say that.
Yeah, I don't like when people play with people's emotions like
Yeah,
that.
I don't see the point in that. You wasting your time, my time. It doesn't make sense. So
Mm-hmm.
she like tells him to step outside, and that's when she finally had admitted everything and was saying that she's been letting him see her at her mother house because he's clean now. And he is like, oh well, why you ain't been say something? And your mother's in on this too, and your mother says she didn't like him. So he really got pissed off because he basically was like, yo, I'm up out of here. Either you gotta leave or I gotta leave. I don't want to be around you. She like, what? She wasn't expecting that. She knew he was gonna get pissed off. But I don't
Wow.
think she was expecting him to really have that reaction. So I don't know, y'all, but we said these two was probably gonna be doomed. We had our doomed list, and we had our make it list.
Yep.
I figured these two.
I think Derek and them is gonna be all right, long as they stay away from the sister.
Mm-hmm. Lord of mercy. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of foolishness and foolery. So, I think the next ones we had, child, was Daggone Puppy. Okay, but of course they gotta put them together, Amber and Puppy. We really didn't have that much Amber in this episode, but she did step in a minute once Puppy and her man have an argument. So we literally picked up with them from when he was telling her to go and he was saying we gonna turn into pumpkins, and she said to her mother, well, I guess we better go before we turn into pumpkins. So on the car ride home, he was catching attitudes and saying, what's wrong with you? What seems to be the problem? What was you talking to your mother about? And she was asking him why he want to know. And he was like, well, why is it a problem for me to know? And he was like, you always got to be bitching and it always got to be a problem. And he was like, you treat me like I'm an embarrassment. And baby, I guess Puppy reached her boiling point because she told him he is a damn embarrassment. She was like, I'm sick of you. I'm tired of you. I'm over you. I'm through with you. You could get the hell up out of here. You could drop me off and I will call somebody to come and pick me up. I'm tired of it. And
Yeah, it's
so
toxic. It's
he
toxic.
basically was like, stop the car. And when she stopped the car, baby, she sat there and sped the hell off as soon as he got out and took the camera and was like, and ripped that off. I said, oh, Puppy.
Yeah, that when she did that, I was like, oh shoot, she really mean business. Because they showed that in the coming attractions last week. She was not playing.
Yeah, so she drove off and left him there, and she ended up going to her mother's house. Now, I think she went back to her house, if I'm not mistaken, and packed up all her stuff, like just grabbed stuff quick. And then he must have tried to come near to the mother house to talk to her for a minute or whatever. And she was saying she knows she can't, stay there forever, but she basically wanted to at least stop by there, for a minute or whatever, I guess, clear her head and figure out what her next steps was going to be. And then, of course, she have to call up Amber, and Amber came by and was asking what happened. And she was like, well, the last time I spoke to you, you was fine. How the heck did it get to you just jumping up, and leaving or whatever? And, of course, she was just saying what we all been saying, what we all been knew. They not good together. No matter how much they may care about each other, they're not good for each other. She not good for him. He not good for her. They need to let it go, let it flow. Okay?
She gotta listen when he talk. He said already,
Yeah.
he's talking about the ex-wife. So
Yeah, they was even talking about that. Her mom was saying that she actually thought he was a good man, that he had her fool. And Amber said he was always still sleeping with that wife. He never stopped. She was like, it was always going to be about him, girl. She said, I just was waiting for you to wake up and realize it, yourself.
Yeah,
And
sometimes you gotta let people do that though.
yeah, absolutely. Because sometimes you could talk to you blue in the face, but people got to see it for themselves. So of course she was saying she was lost and she don't know what she gonna do. She don't know where she gonna be ending up. What's her next steps? Y'all already know how I feel about it. I've already said like several times up here that I really want this girl to get therapy. I want her to be around positive people that really care about her. She's not ugly by a long shot. She can get anybody she wants. I know that's not what it be about. It's like you just love who you love, but girl, trust me, you could get somebody so much better that's gonna treat you so much better, that's gonna show you a love that you ain't even know daggone existed, and you ain't gotta sit around and wait on no Eric. Like I just want her to do better for herself, and I want her to stay off of Love After Lockup.
Yeah, she needs therapy.
Yeah, she is afraid to leave. Very afraid to leave.
I
Absolutely.
think she afraid to leave because she don't want to go back in.
Absolutely. So I don't know where this is gonna go. I really do hope that she stick with it this time. She said they was asking her like, do you think that he's really like he believes that you're going for good or that you're gonna stick to it this time? And she said, yeah, because normally she don't pack up her clothes and leave. But a lot of people pack up their clothes and leave and then come back. But I guess that's her first time actually taking that step. So maybe that's something, that's a big step for her because she's never did it before. What you think?
I think it is a big step for her. I think it's a big step for her. She's afraid. That's why she went back to her mother's house. I think she knows that she doesn't want to go back. She knows that Amber is good, where she's good. She's in a good home life. Her man, they in a good. Only reason why they argued that time was because of her. So I feel like she needs to just be by herself, and exactly what you said, she needs therapy because I don't want her to end up start using and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I'm definitely worried about that, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie.
I think she's afraid to leave because she's afraid of the unknown right now. I don't.
Yeah, the
She
unknown
didn't.
can
She's
be
not
very
working or
scary.
anything too.
I agree. The unknown could be very scary, and when you've been used to being in one type of situation for so long, change can be very hard. Absolutely.
And I think he didn't want her to work because he wanted to control her. Know where she is,
Absolutely.
when she's home, she's a housewife, and he could do him. He could be like, I'm
Right.
working late, and he really with the wife.
Yeah, she even had to wait on him just if she wanted to go to the store, if she wanted to go to her mother's house, she had to wait for him to drive her everywhere. I didn't even know she could drive, baby. The way she sped off with that car, I said, "Oh, okay, girl. I didn't know you could drive." She was
They
out.
probably told her, look, drive around this corner, and then, I want you to pull off like you're really mad.
Right. She was driving like you, Shannon. She was out. Okay.
Oh, Shannon got a heavy foot. You have a
Shannon be
brick in
out.
your shoe,
Okay.
Shannon.
I'll be calling her Speedy Gonzalez. All right. And she be whipping the big trucks.
Damn. I'm like a little
Oh
damn.
my God. Yeah. But she was definitely out. She was not playing. So I hope that she really does keep away from this dude because he ain't about nothing. You ain't missing nothing. You ain't losing nothing by not being around him. But
I agree.
so I think this is the last couple that we have to talk about. Child Aries and Cameron, Lord. And we already knew he was gonna be a hot daggone mess.
Who, this one?
So
Yeah, he's a hot mess.
Oh God, so
He looked
Aries is
drunk
coming.
there. I said he looked drunk there.
Yes. Oh God, she said don't be snitching.
I'm sorry. I think he gonna end up doing another bid, yo. Cause it's too many questions about where his money's coming from. And he like, don't worry, I just got it. No. Don't worry, baby, I just got it.
Exactly. She said
he looked confused.
So Aries comes home with her daughter and she's like, oh, Cameron went to find a job. He's going to get a job today. We're going to get this ball rolling. We starting this family. He going to be working because I need help. I got to make sure I can be up on these bills. Baby, why that camera showed Dag on camera as soon as she was saying that and he was in the studio rapping, talking about some, I ain't got any rush to get no job. I got time. I got a couple of dollars saved. I said, no, he didn't.
No, so now he want to be a rapper?
Yeah, he already wanted to be a rapper. She knew this when he was in jail. He supposedly has some stuff.
How old is he?
He supposedly already has some stuff that he was working on before he got locked up, and he had the music video and all of that. So he was saying he needs to start getting his connections here and getting, knowing the people that's in the studios and stuff here because, I guess he had all of that lined up I forgot where they came from before they moved here to Florida, but he making his connections and he was like, yeah, there ain't no rush. We could chill on the job thing. So she calling and texting and calling and texting and calling and texting and he ignoring all of her daggone calls.
Yeah, I was in the studio. He ain't even going to tell her that though.
I was like, I can't.
He's 32. He's 32.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked up his age. I'm like, come on now. You trying to be a rapper now in this day and age?
Mm-hmm.
He in his 30s. Okay, he might be able to pull it off since you said he already had a video and all.
Right.
I
don't know. You know how many people are here trying to be rappers, but the guy, well, he probably was just trying to beat him in his head too. Now that I'm thinking about it in hindsight,
I still think
the guy in the studio actually was like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? You did a good job. That's good, and you could get some stuff out here." And da da da.
Yeah, so yeah, no.
Now I would like to know more about, and remember that was the question last week. Where's these dollars that he got saved coming from?
Exactly. What was his crime?
Mm-hmm. What was his crime? I don't even remember.
Oh, let me go back to Google. Hold up. He's 31 years old. And everything about his parents, Aries and Cameron Job. Cameron is a rap music singer and a social media influencer. His stage name is OG Cam. Cameron, aka OG Cam, has already released 4 albums as of 2022. Okay, so he might be something big in his part of town.
Yeah.
You know how somebody be like one of those local rappers that's hitting it? All right, so I'll take it back. All right, so he might actually have a rap career. I'll take it back, y'all.
So at this point, of course, like any of us would, because that would piss me off. She's pissed. Like at this point, she actually takes her daughter to her friend Priscilla's house, says she gonna spend the night over there because she like, oh, I'm waiting on him. And then she's sitting back drinking and waiting and angry and calling and texting and leaving messages like, call me as soon as you get this message. Da, da, da. So of course he don't get in there till late at night. He drunk as a skunk. And she like, where you been? I don't want to hear no hi. I don't want to talk. I don't want to know nothing. But where you been? You was with a girl? You had a girl there at the studio? Because he did admit like, oh, I went to the studio. I was getting in some work. She said, well, did you ever go to any interviews? Did you find a job? No.
Nah, he don't want to be a 9-to-5 dude. He want to be a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
He talking about he got time for that. Look, he better start carrying. Look, you can't even say what you look. He can't even carry the records no more because they don't even got records now.
Right, facts. That's what they would have did back in the days. So it was so funny to me too when she was like, Well, that's nice. I'm glad you went and made new music, but I don't even want to hear about your music right now. I hear about it another time. Every your music, I want to know about you getting this job and making this daggone money because we got bills to pay. And he was still telling her he got money for the bills.
Okay, LSW, can you highlight her comment?
He said he did mention on that live that he offered. Oh, he was offered a job and doing well in the new job and still married. Okay. Yeah, I mean, listen, he just was saying he wasn't ready to go look for one right that minute. He wanted to go in there and put his work in the daggone studio, you know? Mm-hmm. And where I get mad at Aries at, because trust me, he's responsible for him. He's a grown man and he know the obligations and he know the promises he made to her. That's one side of it. But where Aries is going to tick me off every single time is when she starts saying to him, but you're a family man now. You married me and you have a daughter. You have responsibilities. That's not his daggone daughter, girl. You just bringing this man around you. You think because you married him yesterday, you going to snap your fingers and he going to change to who you want him to be because you married him and brung him there. It does not work that way. That's just not realistic. And it ticks me off every single time I hear her say that. That's her second time saying that. You got a family now. You got responsibilities now. You got married now. So somebody that he don't know from a damn hole in the wall.
Now she's here already. I thought she was doing a good job by not bringing this child into this situation yet.
Mm-hmm.
And you still can't. You just caught him in a lie now. Be like, look, you gonna have to go back and be with Gammy now because him. I think it's too soon to have her kids around him.
I do too. I was happy when I saw that she was staying with the mother, and I was even happy that she knew it was going to be an argument. So she went and, took her daughter to her friend's house. That's the two things that I do like. And things started getting heated in this argument. He still make me feel like, especially if he drunk, and they get a little too heated and them cameras ain't around, he still give me some other tendencies. Because he was telling her, watch her mouth, and they was all up in each other's face, and she was basically like, oh, I ain't watching nothing, and you could get the heck up out of here. And he was like, okay, well, then I'm going. And when he went in the room to lay in the bed, then she go in there and talk about something. No, you ain't gonna lay in my bed. Don't lay in the bed. Go lay in the couch. Get on the couch. Get away from me. It was basically similar to the argument they had when they was back at the hotel when it was supposed to be still their honeymoon, and he threw the ring across the room.
I want to know what he was locked up for.
I don't even remember. I know they said it, but I really don't remember right now.
I'm looking.
But I don't like that she does that with the daughter. I do like that she kind of sends her away, so at least that gives me some type of peace because I'm not feeling like they in there arguing in front of the little girl because they really shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, I don't know about this one, y'all. I honestly don't. And then she had ended up kicking the camera people and everybody out and was just pissed off. But he was basically, you know how they feel, especially when they coming out of jail. When you start arguing with them like that, they basically be feeling like, listen, I done did my time in jail. I ain't a damn prisoner now. And I ain't gonna you have, make me feel like I'm locked up here with you. LSW says he has children of his own. Really? Because they sure enough
never they don't talk about them.
Probably never been in their lives. And he over here talking about he's somebody's daughter over here. Child. Oh.
I'm trying to look it up.
She said he got caught with possession and he mentioned that it was his first time. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. He got caught with weed in the airport. That's right.
Yeah. That's right. Jogged my memory. You're right. Yeah. Because his behind they tased him. He caught himself trying to run. And I don't know how the heck he thought he was just gonna be able to bring that through the airport.
Yo, you know
now I remember.
Yo, why? You know he looked like a fish out of water when he got hit with that thing,
I can't freaking remember everything right off the spot. But yep. He caught himself trying to run, and they end up tasing the mess out of him.
Yeah, he probably looked like a fish out of water when he got hit with it. Like,
right. And then remember, even when he first got here, she talking about something. Let me check your suitcase because you like to travel with things. But I said if he would have been traveling with something, he wouldn't be here talking to you right now, girl. They would have got his behind.
Heck
so
yeah.
you are absolutely right. They
definitely. First of all, I know the crew and the staff of Love After Lockup was like, listen, we know you had an incident before where you were at the airport and you got caught with stuff. You must not have anything on you because we can't protect you. You know, they probably told him something like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he got a warning.
Yes.
It's not at the airport? Or is it? I thought it was at the airport.
Yeah, he was traveling to go somewhere and he got caught with it.
Yeah, he got
Unless he got arrested another time besides that, because I remember that part. That was dying.
I wonder if they had dogs and stuff, because you know they be having dogs.
Yeah, they sniffed it out. And he had a big amount at that. Like, what did you really think was gonna happen? Child, a hot mess. I really do want him to do good though. Not for nothing. I wish.
I do too. I just want him to stop drinking, yo. Yeah. Look, the bottle of
that
wine
drinking is a problem.
Yeah, he be getting inebriated.
That drinking is definitely a problem. Oh, okay. Yeah. That drinking is definitely a problem, though.
Yeah, because he be getting inebriated, yo.
And I really want them to be okay, because I know, like I was saying, I think I had shared it up here. We have seen some pictures of them, like around the New Year, Christmas, holiday time, something like that, and some a little after, and they actually looked really happy. But hey, you know, sometimes you have your good days and your bad days, and in between days, that could have been just a time where they, you know, but we know that this was filmed a while back. So when I saw those pictures, I just basically was like, oh, okay, well, they do look genuinely happy there and look like things may be working out. I just hope that it ain't going to be no type of, you know, physical abuse or mental abuse, none of that, because ain't nobody got time for that. And I would like to see her father meet him.
I definitely want to see that. I definitely want to see that because, you know, her father told her he was disappointed in what she did.
Exactly.
When your
and
parents
she said
tell
they
you
had
that,
a close relationship.
Yeah, he was just like, you know, I'm really disappointed in you. So I just want to know how that's gonna go.
Exactly. Definitely. I agree. Well, you guys, that basically was the episode. I think next week we're going to have Monique and Derek back. They look like they still going to be freaking arguing, child.
It's a whole bunch of
going
drama
to have
going on with
Justine
them.
and Michael back. There's going to be a lot of arguments going on.
I want to see.
I said, Lord, these people, boy. I wonder what, just because Michael even looked like he's starting to cry about something. So I just wonder what's going on with that whole situation. I hope ain't nothing happened as far as her pregnancy or nothing. And I hope that Taylor be okay, because that was kind of scary seeing them in there saying that she was having complications and her crying, saying that she was scared. I hope everything be okay with the baby. Look like Chance about to really show his behind, baby, once she get birth. And that's messed up. That's what I ain't gonna say all, because I know plenty of good ones. But a lot of these trifling dudes wait till when you get pregnant. And you have that baby and they want to show their behind out, and it looked like that's what he's about to do.
Already showing his behind while she was pregnant. So I'm just like, nah, I don't know about them, man.
Yeah, I feel bad. I want her to get away from him. She's been through enough. I'm glad her sister's back.
But I think she probably feel guilty for the simple fact, he probably feels guilty, excuse me, that she's how you say, that she's going through this right now with the labor and the complications, because he knows that stress with her searching his phone and doing all that other nonsense, and that argument the night before basically put this in motion.
Right. Absolutely. Well, guys, I thank y'all for joining us. If it's people, this is my first time streaming to Facebook and Twitter at the same time. So if anybody is watching from there, we thank you for joining from there. Everybody that's joining on YouTube, we thank you for, just joining us all around. Moochie streaming it on her channel. I'm streaming on my channel. There's something they just added to stream, y'all. So, I think I'm getting a little bit more better at this one. That's my first time sharing it everywhere. So now y'all don't got no excuse. Y'all can see it everywhere. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Want to see it. If you can't get over here, you get it over there. And make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe to both our channels if you are not already subscribed. Come over here to Tamika's Den, okay? Then take it on over to Queens, okay? With the Hammer, Muchella reviews.
All right, we in a BX for Queens, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Make sure that you rock out with both of us because we actually do some collabs on a few different shows. And so that way you will be able to see, when both things go up, whether it's on my channel, her channel, whatever. We do Love at the Lockup. We do Snowfall. We actually have Women of Brewster Place coming up this Sunday, and we are just working on some other things behind the scenes. So you want to tell them about anything coming up on your channel, Moochie?
Well, we trying to work out everything with Yellow Jackets. So please stay tuned. We trying to figure all of that out. I will be doing Power Book 2 Ghosts. So please keep your notifications on. I'm also doing, like I just said, we're trying to do Swarm. Yellow Jackets. What's the other one we was talking about doing?
I don't know. I was gonna put a poll up because I actually was.
Oh, and then we gotta put out. What's the next movie that's coming after we do Brewster's Place? We just did. We just got when we did a special request for the reading, and we just did that last week. If you have not checked that out, check it out because that movie basically took us by surprise.
Exactly.
So y'all need to check that out if y'all haven't seen that movie because it's crazy. Monique did a thing in it.
Absolutely, definitely make sure y'all check all of that out. So we're gonna get ready to get up out of here, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all nights, okay? Don't party too hard if you're partying.